Today's action by Boris Johnson in Westminster is absolutely reckless, it's disgraceful, it does nothing to serve the interests of the people here. It flies in the face of an international agreement which he himself negotiated. It is in clear breach of international law, and it is, the reality is here that the protocol is working. The majority of businesses have been out and been very vocal on that. 80% of businesses would say the protocol is working. It's actually affording them great opportunities. It's creating jobs. What Boris Johnson is doing today is to further political instability, and what Boris Johnson is doing today is to create even more uncertainty. All energy and efforts will be better placed in trying to find agreed ways forward, because the protocol is here to stay. There are ways in which it can be smoothed out in terms of its implementation, and we're certainly up for that, but it must be an agreed way forward with the EU. The British government pulled back from negotiations as far back as February in this year, and they haven't engaged in good faith since that time. And actually the whole way through this whole Brexit mess, they have reneged on political commitments, and I think that makes them a very bad faith partner in which to negotiate. But what we want to see, what the majority of MLAs here want to see, ourselves, the SDLP and the Alliance Party, have all written to Boris Johnson today to call him out and to distance ourselves from what he's proposing to do. And we want people to understand that we are speaking on behalf of the people here, as the majority of parties are for the protocol. We oppose Brexit, but we accept that the protocol is mitigation. And I think also, given the weekend, that we've had a number of the business organisations out, we've had the Dairy Council out, the Food and Drink Association have all come out, manufacturing have all come out very strongly to say, in fact, the protocol is working. And what Boris Johnson is doing today is to undermine all of that and to create more economic certainty. He's jeopardising jobs, local jobs. The public voted for us as political leaders to work together and to help them through the cost of living crisis, to fix our health service, which is on its knees. And here we are 40 days out, and the only reason we don't have an executive is the fact that the DUP are continuing to block that formation of an executive. So I encourage the DUP to join with the rest of the parties who want to be in the executive, who want to be in that assembly chamber, who want to be voting to put a 3-year budget in place, who want to be investing in our health service with the biggest investment that it's seen in long many's a day. So these are the things that the public want us to be working on, and it's the DUP who are holding all of that back. But even at this late stage, I encourage them to get around the table, to work with the rest of us, because the issues around the protocol and the smoothing the implementation of the protocol will not be achieved or not be delivered upon in the executive. Those things can be done in parallel.